Good morning, everyone. My name is Rachel. Thanks for joining me for All Levels Yoga, courtesy of Comeback Yoga. As you see, I have my beach towel and I'm gonna have that folded up for me to sit on. Grab any props that you like to use in your regular practice, whether it's bolsters, blocks, you name it, go ahead and grab it. Remember, we're gonna be moving for about 45 or 50 minutes, and this is the month of March, so we're focused on our breath. Remember last week we did that circular breathing, that even inhalation and exhalation. This week we'll be focusing on a nice deep inhalation, however long that is, and a little bit longer exhalation. We'll be playing with that at the end of class. Hopefully you have all your stuff. Join in when you're ready. I'm gonna go ahead and make my way to my seat. Remember, I am in my home, so if you hear things, like last week we had my dog, here with me. She's in my bedroom just hanging out, sulking about not going on a walk right now, but she got one earlier. There is a big window behind me. That's what's behind the curtain, and if I hear something in the background, I'll kind of just address it as we go. Join in when you're ready, hands by the sides, or maybe just keeping the hands to the legs. Your choice. Spine nice and long. Inhale to reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Stay with your breath. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Last one. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's take that right hand behind us. If you're standing or it feels more comfortable to have it to the low back, that's fine. Right hand plants behind us. Inhale, left arm up and over. Exhale to stay there or to release. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale to stay there or to release. Stay with the breath. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, stay there, release. Twice more. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale to stay here or release. Last time. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, let's all release. Come back to center. We're gonna plant that left hand behind us or to our low back, your choice. Inhale, right arm up and over. Maybe that side body stretch. Exhale to stay there or to release. Inhale, reach up and over. How's the breath feeling today? Exhale to stay there or to release. A few more times. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale to stay there, release. Twice more. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale to stay there or to release. Last time. Inhale, reach up and over. Everybody exhale, let's release. Come back up to center. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Let's do that twice more. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Last time. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Hands to the legs, however feels good. Inhale, pull the heart forward, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine, chin to the chest, twice more. Inhale, pull the heart forward, draw the shoulders back. Exhale to stay there or round the spine, chin to the chest. Let's do that again. Inhale, pull the heart forward, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine, chin to the chest. Come into a neutral position. Hands to the legs for support or to activate the core, maybe hands to the heart or giving yourself a hug. Let's draw circles with our torso. Again, it doesn't matter which way you go or how fast or how slow you go. What matters is how you feel, and as you connect with your breath and with your body, just observing that sensation. Begin to go the opposite direction again, as fast or as slow as you need. Doesn't matter if they're small circles or big circles. Every day presents a new opportunity to feel and to explore and to just be. And when you're ready, begin to find that stillness. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Let's take that right hand to the outside of the left leg, left hand to the outside of the right leg. Round the spine, tuck the chin to the chest. Feel that opening between the shoulder blades and hopefully the back of the neck. One more breath. And on your next exhale, let's go ahead and release. Extend those legs out in front of you. Take them nice and wide. You can stay on your prop or not, your choice. Flex the feet and then point the feet. Let's try to add the breath. Inhale, flex the feet, toes skyward. Exhale, point the toes. Oh, I messed that up. I'm so sorry. Let's try that again. Or stay with your breath. Inhale, toes skyward. Exhale, toes point. Let's do that again. Inhale, toes skyward. Exhale, toes point. Last time. Inhale, toes skyward. Exhale, toes point. Nice job. Begin to bring those legs behind you. Come into tabletop. You can move that prop, or you can always use it for your knees if you need that extra padding. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, toes tucked or not. We're going to take the hips towards that right heel, back center, left heel, and upper, creating a teardrop. Let's do that again. Hips towards that right heel, back center, left heel, and up. Last time, hips towards that right heel, back center, right heel, and up. Let's reverse. When you're ready, hips towards that left heel, back center, right heel, and up. Hips towards that left heel, back center, right heel, and up. Last time, hips towards that left heel, back center, right heel, and up. Sink back, child's pose. Hips towards the heels, hands forward or back by the feet, knees together or apart. Take a moment to reflect and see, I wasn't cueing the breath for those little teardrops of the hips. Were we breathing or were we holding our breath? And did you pay any attention how that inhalation and exhalation felt? This is never to shame you. This is just to bring that awareness. Remembering that sometimes we do go on autopilot. We all do, even me. But were we breathing intentionally or were we on that autopilot? Again, finding that awareness to the breath. That full inhalation and that full exhalation, however works well for you today. Permission to stay here if you love it, or let's begin to warm up. Hands come forward. Inhale, round up into tabletop, arch the spine. Exhale, draw back down dog, lift the hips up and back. Taking a moment to pause in downward facing dog. I like to pedal out the legs, especially when my calves are a little tight. Steady breathing here. We'll stay here for one more breath. And on your next exhale, let's walk those feet to the hands. Rooting down through the feet. Inhale, come to stand however feels good. Exhale, hands to the heart or to the hips. We're at the top of the mat. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Stay with your breath. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to lower, plant the hands to back plank pose. Lower the knees as you need. And on your exhale, all the way down to the mat. Hands are under shoulders. Inhale, cobra, shine the heart. Exhale to lower, draw back, child's pose. Hips towards the heels, hands can stay forward. Stay as you are or add your side body stretch, walking the hands over to the right. Option to rotate the gaze to the right, breathing into the left side ribs. We'll stay here for one more breath. And when you're ready, let's return back forward and center. Hands walk over to the left. Option to rotate the gaze to the left, breathing into the right side ribs. Let's stay here for one more breath. And then return back forward and center. On your next inhale, round up into tabletop, arch the spine. Exhale, draw back down dog, lift the hips up and back. Inhale fully in down dog, and exhale, let's walk those feet to the hands. Rooting down through the feet. Inhale, come to stand however feels good. Let's all meet, hands to the heart or to the hips. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to lower, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Inhale, plank pose, lower the knees as you need. And on your exhale, all the way down to the mat. Setting up for locust, any variation. Inhale, lift up hands and heels. Exhale to stay here or to lower twice more. Inhale, lift up locust pose, stay with the breath. Exhale to stay here or to lower last time. Inhale, lift up locust pose. Exhale, let's all lower. Hands under shoulders, draw back child's pose. Hips towards the heels, hands are forward. From here, enjoy that stillness, maybe wiggling the fingers or rolling the wrists, or join me for a tricep stretch. Walking the hands as far forward as possible, lifting up the elbows and the palms of the hands. And on your next exhale, lower the palms and elbows down. Hands come over the head, elbows inch forward, hips draw back. Breathing into the backs of the arms. Let's stay here for one more breath. On your next exhale, let's release those hands forward and center. On your next inhale, round up into tabletop, arch the spine, and settle here in tabletop. Bringing awareness to the torso, let's take the torso out to the side, doesn't matter which way. Round it up to the opposite side, release it down. Let's do that again, out to the side. Round it up to the opposite side, release it down. Last time, out to the side. Round it up to the opposite side, release it down. Let's reverse direction, out to the side. Rounding up to the opposite side, release it down. Out to the side. Rounding up to the opposite side, release it down. Last time, out to the side. Rounding up to the opposite side, release it down. Come into tabletop position. Option for cat-cow, child's pose, or puppy pose. Let's walk those hands forward. Hips stay stacked over the knees. Breathe into the back of the arms. Observe sensation. Now again, wherever you are, I wasn't cueing the breath. Were we on autopilot or were we connected with our breath? Again, no shame ever. It's just that awareness. Let's stay here for one more breath. And when you're ready, begin to make your way onto your belly, setting up for Sphinx pose. Elbows are under shoulders, forearms are parallel. Take your time as you get there. Inhale, pull the heart forward, draw the shoulders back. Exhale to stay there or release chin to the chest twice more. Inhale, Sphinx pose, heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale to stay there or to release last time. Inhale, Sphinx pose, heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, let's release. Forehead or cheek down to the mat. Gently sway those hips side to side or bend the knees and allow the feet to rock you back and forth. Finding your stillness. Hands under shoulders for cobra or to the low ribs for up dog if you feel ready. Inhale, lift up cobra or up dog. Exhale, draw back child's pose or down dog. Listen to your body. Stay as you are or begin to make your way up to downward facing dog. From down dog. On your next exhale, we're going to walk those feet to the hands. Root down through the feet. Inhale, come to stand however feels good. Let's all meet, hands to the heart or to the hips. You can keep your feet hips distance. I'm going to face you or take them as wide as the mat or a little wider than the mat. I'm going to take my feet a little wider than a mat. Toes out, heels in. And from here, I'm just going to begin to bend into one and straighten the other. Hands wherever you like for support. And this is fine. Maybe we're just going to shift our weight side to side. Maybe you want to take your feet really far apart. Just kind of introducing that side lunge, that inner thigh stretch. And it's a quad strengthener too of that bent knee. It can be really subtle. And we can stay with that breath. Or we can go faster or slower. What does your body need today? This is a lot of questions. And sometimes I know you just want to be told what to do. But I really encourage you to listen to what your inner teacher is saying and move how your body wants to feel in this moment. We all do different things for work, for play, and we all have different abilities and challenges. respecting and honoring where we're at in this exact moment and doing whatever your body's asking of you. When you're ready, begin to find your stillness. I'm going to bring those feet back about hips distance apart. We're coming into our first balanced posture. Feel free to come off your mat or hold on to something that can hold you fully and stably. Stably is not a word. Hopefully you understand what I mean. That's fully stable. Hands and gaze set with intention. We're going to just lift up one heel or both heels. When you're ready, toes are kind of pointing forward. Inhale, lift up one heel or both heels. Exhale to stay here or to lower. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, lift up one heel or both heels. Exhale to stay here and lower. Twice more. Inhale, lift up one heel or both heels. Exhale to stay here and lower. Last time. Inhale, lift up one heel or both heels. Exhale, let's all lower down. Shake out as you need. Toes can stay forward or toes out, heels in. Same pattern when you're ready. Inhale, lift up one heel or both heels. Exhale to stay here or lower. 3 more times. Inhale, lift up one heel or both heels. Exhale to stay here or lower. Twice more. Inhale, lift up one heel or both heels. Exhale to stay here or lower. Last time. Inhale, lift up one heel or both heels. Exhale, let's all lower down. Shake out as you need. Toes out, toes forward, or toes in, heels out. Listen to your body when you're ready. Inhale, lift up one heel or both heels. Exhale to stay here or lower. 3 more times. Inhale, lift up one heel or both heels. Exhale to stay here or lower. Twice more. Inhale, lift up one heel or both heels. Exhale to stay here or lower. Last time. Inhale, lift up one heel or both heels. Exhale, let's all lower down. Nice job. Shake out as you need. Let's come to the top of the mat. I'm going to change the top of the mat. You don't need to. You're fine just as you are. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Inhale, plank pose. We're going to change it up. Exhale, everybody lower the knees. Shift back to tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, or feel free to come down to those forearms to give your wrists a break. Let's extend that right leg back, toes down to the mat, and then draw the heel back as far as you can for a calf stretch. Stay here or join me. Inhale, pulse forward, and exhale to pulse back. Twice more. Inhale, pulse forward. Exhale to draw back. Last time. Inhale to pulse forward. And exhale to draw back. Stay there if you love it, or lift up the right toes. Right knee behind the left knee. Toes come down to the mat. We're looking for that diagonal. Draw the heel back. You can stay static, pulse at a diagonal, or forward and back. I'm going to pulse forward and back at this diagonal. Joining me if you'd like. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, draw it back. Twice more. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale to draw it back. Last time. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, drawing it back. Right knee to match the left. Let's go to the other side. Extend that left leg back, toes down to the mat. Draw the heel back. Static, or feel free to pulse. If you're joining me, inhale, come forward. Exhale, draw back. Twice more. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, draw back. Last time. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, draw back. Stay here if you love it, or lift up the foot. Left knee behind the right, toes come down. We're at the diagonal. Draw the heel back. Static, pulsing forward and back, or at the diagonal. Joining me if you'd like. Inhale, pulse forward. Exhale, draw back. Twice more. Inhale, pulse forward. Exhale, draw back. Last time. Inhale, pulse forward. Exhale, draw back. Left knee to match the right, sink back, child's pose. Hips towards the heels, hands can stay forward. Take a moment to wiggle the fingers and roll the wrists and feel the breath as it ebbs and flows. How is it feeling today? After a little bit of movement, are we able to find a deep breath, both on that inhalation and exhalation? And again, if you cannot, no worries, but just try. your best. That's all. The fact that you showed up, that's all that matters. You're here and we're practicing. Stay as you are or join me. Hands are forward. Inhale, round up into tabletop. Arch the spine. Exhale, draw back down dog. Lift the hips up and back. Inhale, fully in down dog. Again, exhale, let's walk those feet to the hands. Rooting down through the feet. Inhale, come to stand however feels good. Let's all meet, hands to the heart or to the hips. I'm gonna face you. Feet are about hips distance apart or maybe a little wider. Let's take the arms out from the sides. Okay, when you're ready, we're gonna add that rotation. Let's take that right hand to the left. Inhale, right hand to the left, maybe pivot on that right foot. Exhale to stay there or to release. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, reach right to the left. Exhale to stay there or to release one more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale to open, other side, awareness to the left hand. Inhale, left hand to the right, maybe pivot on that left foot. Exhale to stay there or to open twice more. Inhale, reach and pivot. Exhale to stay there or to open last time. Inhale, reach and pivot. Exhale, let's all open. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, hands back by the hips. Let's soften through the knees just a little. Inhale, reach up overhead. Big circles. Exhale, hands back by the hips. Last time. Inhale, reach up overhead. And exhale, hands back by the hips. Nice job. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Heel toe the feet back under you. Let's do that again. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Last time. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Let's take a standing back bend, any variation. Inhale, pull the heart forward, draw the shoulders back. Exhale to stay here or to release twice more. Inhale, pull the heart forward, draw the shoulders back. Exhale to stay here or to release. Last time. Inhale, pull the heart forward, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, let's release. Let's come to the top of the mat. If you're not already there, right foot steps back. Find your warrior two position. Back toes are out. Bend in the left knee, left hand forward, right hand back. When you're ready, awareness to the back hand. Inhale, back hand forward. Exhale to draw back like an archer twice more. Inhale to reach forward. Exhale to draw back like an archer last time. Inhale to reach forward. Exhale to draw back like an archer. Front palm to the sky. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach back. Exhale, extended side angle, staying with your breath twice more. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach back. And exhale, extended side angle. Last time. Inhale to reverse your warrior, reach back. And exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, rise up, warrior two, straighten that forward knee. Exhale to reach forward and down, triangle pose. Left hand to the leg, block or the mat. Top hand wherever serves you, setting your gaze as well. If you'd like to join me, inhale, top hand to the sky. Exhale, lower the top hand to match the bottom. Inhale, reach up towards the sky, gaze to follow. Exhale to stay there or to lower that top hand. Last time, inhale to reach up, staying with the breath. Exhale, let's lower. You can inhale to reach up or revolve that triangle. Top hand comes down. Inhale, bottom hand comes up. Strength through the legs, strong foundation. Let's stay here for one more breath. How's the breathing? And then begin to make your way back to regular triangle. Take your time. Bend into that forward knee, rise up, warrior two. Let's release the hands and then turn the toes to the long edge of the mat. Turn the toes out, heels are in. We're coming into that side lunge once again. Our feet are a little bit wider. When you're ready, begin to bend into one knee and straighten the other. Hands wherever you'd like, and then come back up to center. Let's try to sync it with our breath this time, and if that doesn't serve you, do what you need to do. Again, we're working our ankle mobility, our quad strength, as well as our inner thigh stretch. You're gonna do whatever feels good, whether it's high or low, hands supporting you or not. How does that feel? So many variations. Listening to your body, breathing, I know when I go really deep, my breathing sometimes gets a little bit more shallow. How's your breath doing? Nothing wrong with shallow breathing. It's for that self-awareness. When you're ready, begin to find that stillness back to center. Let's turn the toes forward and step to the top of the mat. I did change the top of the mat. No need to change yours. Left foot steps back. Find your warrior two. Bend in that right knee. Back toes out. Right hand forward. Left hand back. Awareness to the back hand. Inhale, back hand comes forward. Exhale to draw it back. Let's do that twice more. Inhale to reach forward. You can stay here if you want, or exhale to draw it back. Last time. Inhale to reach forward. And exhale to draw it back. Front palm to the sky. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach back. Exhale, extended side angle. Any variation, twice more. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach back. And exhale, extended side angle. One more time. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach back. And exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Straighten that forward knee. Exhale to reach forward and down, triangle pose. Right hand wherever you need for support. Same with the gaze and that top hand. Joining me if you'd like, top hand to the sky. Inhale to reach up just a little bit more. Exhale, lower that top hand to match the bottom. Inhale to reach up, staying with that breath. Exhale to stay here or to lower. Last time. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, let's all lower or stay with that pattern, revolving the triangle if you'd like. Left hand plants, right hand to the sky. As we root down through that forward heel, see if we can keep that forward leg straight, resisting the urge to bend that forward knee. I know I am. When you're ready, begin to unwind, returning back to regular triangle. Bend into that forward knee, rise up, warrior two, release the hands, straighten the forward knee, turn the toes to the long edge of the mat. If your body needs more of that side lunge, of course, go ahead and go there. Or let's turn the toes out, heels in, bend the knees, hands to thighs, coming into kind of, what is it called? Oh man, it's goddess. Or I'm trying to think of that other name, horse stance. I think that's like the more fitness-based name. Toes are out, heels are in. And again, you can have a slight bend or a really big bend. Try to keep the body upright. You can do anything that you want with your hands. I'm gonna have a little less bend. I've been doing a lot of running lately and I'm kind of sore. And hands to the thighs. Pulse or stay static. I know I'm really resisting the urge to kind of cave in. Squeezing my shoulder blades together, opening across the chest, letting the top of the head lift skyward. Observe what we're doing with our core. Maybe we're just letting it be, or can we brace it just a little? If not, that's okay. I know I just like to hang out sometimes, often, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's bringing that additional layer of awareness. Now remember, were you breathing? Or did you forget? Or did it get shallow? That breath awareness as well. Nice job. Let's stay here for one more breath. I know I've held you here for a long time. Stay here if you love it. Or inhale, straighten the legs, adjust the feet. Let's go into a wide-legged forward fold for a nice passive stretch. Inhale to reach up to the sky if it serves you, and exhale, hinge forward. This is our only wide-legged forward fold we'll be taking today. I'm gonna keep hands under shoulders and let my head be heavy. That's my personal favorite right now. But again, take any variation that your body needs. I like hands under shoulders because it makes a lot of space, allows for a lot of space for my head to be really heavy, just like an anchor. And I feel this beautiful stretch on the back of my neck. In your stillness or in your movement, trying to deepen both that inhalation and exhalation as best as we can without force. That's the little caveat, without force. Just with intention. There's that fine line that we're always balancing with, right? Just doing our best That's all we can ask of ourselves. Stay here if you love it, or begin to make your way to frog pose. Hands come under the shoulders. Make your way to tabletop at the long edge of the mat. That's what I encourage you to do just to have extra padding for your knees. Knees begin to inch wide, knees in line with the hips, ankles in line with the knees, feet flexed or big toes to touch, just like in crow pose. Stay up high, hands under shoulders, forearms to the block or forearms to the mat. If you have a block to support your head is always really, really nice, I think. Breathing into sensation. And again, checking in. How's the breath? Remembering that as we control our breath, I don't really like to use the word control, but that is what we are. When we're bringing that awareness to the breath, that helps us be able to harness our reactivity just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. When something happens, take that pause, take that breath. And remember that helps us regulate our nervous system. Our nervous system likes that rhythmic pattern, especially with breathing, right? Stay here if you love it, or let's take those hands under shoulders, absorb the weight into your hands, inch those knees together, and begin to make your way to your seat. I'm gonna grab my towel that I was using earlier to sit on. Feel free to grab something to sit on or not, doesn't matter. However you like to sit. I have a preference for crisscross applesauce, but again, fire log, half lotus, full lotus, legs extended. This is your time. Do what your body needs. Shimmy as you need. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, lengthen the spine here, and exhale, begin to hinge forward. This is my current favorite one as well for hip awareness and also low back awareness. It's like a little introduction just to say, hello, I can feel you. I'm aware that there's sensation in my hips and my low back. Some of you are all the way pancake down. Some of you are using props. That's amazing. It's awesome. And some of us are more upright. That's okay. And your knees are up to the sky. That's okay. It's through that practice, right? We're not judging. We're here practicing together. Just happy that you showed up. Let's stay here for one more breath. On your next inhale, help yourself come upright. Let's change out the position of our legs. Forward leg back, back leg forward, top leg bottom, bottom leg top. If your legs were even, awesome. Hang out there a little longer. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, hinge forward. As you begin to descend, going only as far as you need. Feeling the breath as it ebbs and flows. Observing if the mind is busy, or if we've been able to be a little bit more present today. Remembering, often we can't control our environment. Things happen. You might see the curtains moving. It's pretty breezy, even with my windows closed. I can see some of the curtains are gently moving a little bit. Let's stay here for one more breath. On your next inhale, help yourself come upright. Nice job. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Remove any props if you were using them. And you can go into your own practice if you'd like to continue standing or seated, or you can join me coming onto your back. If you're like me and you've got a bun, let's go ahead, let the back of the head come fully down onto the mat. And please be mindful of your neck and your head. Setting up for bridge pose. Taking your time as you get there, knees skyward, soles of the feet down to the mat. Hands by the hips. Inhale, lift up hips, low, mid, and upper back. Exhale to stay there or to lower, pulsing up and down with your breath or staying static upright. Those of you that would like to join me, grab that prop and then place your hips on the prop for a nice restorative bridge. You're active or you're passive here. Hands wherever you'd like. Feeling the strength of the back body, or maybe that gentle passivity. Is that a word? We're going to pretend it's a word, passivity, as a restorative bridge. Breathing, inhaling, and exhaling. Sorry, I just flipped that up. Breathing, inhaling, and exhaling. Hopefully you understood what I meant. But feeling that breath. As we begin to slow down, on your next exhale, begin to lower down one vertebra at a time. If you loved it with that restorative bridge, you can stay there, or go ahead and take it out and set that prop over to the side. Inviting the knees into the chest, giving yourself a hug, gently rocking side to side. Right hand to right knee, left hand to left knee. Draw the knees away from you, out to the side and into the chest. Let's do that again. Knees away, out to the side and into the chest. Last time, knees away, out to the side and into the chest. Let's reverse. Knees out to the side, away and into the chest. Knees out to the side, away and into the chest. Last time, knees out to the side, away and into the chest. Fully extend the legs, point and flex the feet, roll the ankles. And then go ahead, bend the knees, soles of the feet come down to the mat. Coming into a figure four, inviting that right knee into the chest, right ankle over the left knee. Stay here or lift up lift up the left foot. Engage the core, option for a bind. If you'd like to come into on your back pigeon, you can. Hugging right shin into the chest and fully extending the left leg. That's not in my practice. Does not feel good in my body, so I won't be demoing that. Steady breathing here, full inhalation and exhalation. And how do I know that having my left foot on the mat with my right ankle over my left knee is where I should be? Because this is where I'm able to breathe fully and completely. I come on my back pigeon, my breath gets really sharp and it matches the sharpness of that right hip, which does not feel good in my body. It's shallow and sharp. But we're all different. It might feel absolutely lovely to you. And if that's you, awesome, awesome. Let's stay here for one more breath. Those of you that like transition, let's go ahead and make your way out. Those of you that don't need it, feel free to stay there, giving yourself a hug or doing whatever your body needs. Let's begin to go to the other side when you're ready. Feet are down, knees skyward, inviting that left knee into the chest, left ankle over the right knee. Stay as is or lift up the right foot, taking a bind of your choice. Option to come onto your back figure, we already are on your back figure four, on your back pigeon if that serves you. Again, listen to your breath. It's fun to play with, right? It's fun to play with the new postures, but that's where we talk about that balance of effort and ease. Sometimes it just feels like you're hearing it over and over and over. That balance. There's all these words that yoga teachers, yoga students, the yoga community, mindful community talk about. It's the balance. And why do we say it? Because that's exactly where we are, is trying to find and maintain that balance in all that we do. And hopefully by bringing awareness to the breath, to the body, and to the mind, it helps us achieve finding that balance, finding that moderation that works well for you. I know I did a lot of talking. Those of you that need transition, go ahead, begin to come out. however feels good. Those of you that don't need it, feel free to hang out just a little longer. And when you're ready, take that full body stretch. Feel free to continue in movement. I know some of you love to end with happy baby or plow or shoulder stand if it's in your home practice. But we'll be ending the class, remember, with about 5 minutes of breath work. If you're joining me, knees are skyward, feet are wide, and then knees buckle in towards each other. You can have a hand to the heart and a hand to the chest. I know last week we were seated upright. But as you're here, eyes open or closed, allow yourself to just release and to soften. Feeling the ground below you. Allowing the senses to heighten just to bring awareness to where you are in space. Then begin to connect with the breath. I'm going to move to seated just because it's easier for me to teach that way. But for my breath work, I personally prefer laying down. As you're here, connecting with the breath. Remembering last week we did that circular breathing, that even inhalation and that exhalation. That's perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and go there first. Without force, just that intention, that balance of not trying too hard. But can we find our natural body's rhythm? And it doesn't matter if it's cycling faster or slower. I'm not going to cue that inhalation or exhalation. But let's just bring that awareness. And as you're breathing, maybe with that hand to the heart and one to the belly, are you feeling that expansion and contraction throughout the entire torso, or is it more focused in one area? Again, there's no right or wrong. It's that body awareness and that breath awareness that we're searching for. And while we're there, do we have a preference between our mouth or our nose, or a right side or a left side? There's no right or wrong. It's what is. It's what is. Stay with that circular breathing, or begin to play with a sighing breath. A nice deep inhale, however that feels, and then allowing that exhale to be a little longer than the inhale. Maybe you're going to make it even longer. What feels good for you today? My personal preference is inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling to sigh out the mouth. Allow yourself to experiment. What feels better? Through the nose? Through the mouth? Or a combination of the two? Knowing that we can allow that sighing breath to exhale and inhale however you need. And as we maybe moved into that sighing breath, are we still able to achieve that fullness of breath like we were earlier with that circular breathing? If not, adjust if you want, or keep it exactly as it is. We'll stay here for about 1 more minute of breathing. And remembering, if this is creating anxiety for whatever reason, just return to your natural breath. Never any worry. Go into your own practice. Let's stay here for 1 more breath. Returning to your natural breathing or continue as you are. Finding that stillness or gentle movement, what feels good for you. I know what I always love is a nice full body stretch. Kind of bring that awareness into the entirety of the body. Maybe finding that gentle movement, whether big or small. Staying as you are, or for those that are ready, beginning to make your way to your side for a fetal position. Adipose says, take a deep breath. Inhale peace and exhale happiness. Taking a moment to just appreciate the fact that you showed up today. Staying as you are, or using your hands to help press you up to a comfortable seated position of your choice. And of course, if you can stay down longer, feel free to stay down as long as you need or are able. Gathering the hands of the heart if it serves you today. Taking that full in-breath whenever it happens. And that full out-breath to release. Thank you so much for sharing your practice and your time with me. Have an amazing rest of your day. I hope you feel great and a little bit grounded, maybe a little reset. We have 3 more Sundays of this. Every week, the breath work will be a little different at the end. It's all very similar, but different, right? So notice what your body likes. Maybe journal and write what worked well for you. And maybe what didn't work so well for you. We at Come Back Yoga appreciate you so much. Thank you for supporting us and our mission here on our YouTube channel, where anyone is able to access. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Of course, word of mouth is always best. I really feel like when we tell our friends and family that we found something we enjoy, guess what? They trust us. We're not just some random ad that we see, right? As always, we have our social media and our website, Come Back Yoga, and in-person classes there in Colorado if you are eligible. You might have just heard a yell. Sounds like my neighbors are home. So if you are active duty, veteran, caregiver, there are classes there in Colorado to support you for in-person classes. Being able to build that community with a yoga teacher and your peers, it's always a beautiful thing. I hope you feel great, and I hope to see you for the next few Sundays. Have an amazing day wherever you are, and here in Hawaii, we say aloha and hui hou. That means goodbye, and I'll see you later. Until next week, aloha.